Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'll be sharing 40 plus tips and tricks that you can do on CMF Watch 3 Pro, and I'll be sharing some of my favorite features later on in this video. So make sure that you watch it till the end, and with that, let's get started. If you go in settings and then go in sounds, you can change or manage sounds and volume of different things here. So first of all, we have the basic volume for the watch. You can change that. Then you can go in alarm volume and you can adjust the alarm volume here as well. And then you can also silent the watch, but it tells you that the alarm will keep ringing once you have enabled silent mode, and to mute it you have to adjust the alarm volumes. Now you can also turn on the do not disturb mode on this watch by going in settings and then scroll down. You will find do not disturb. Go in here. Now you can turn it on, or you can also schedule it. So if you go on to schedule it and select the time when it starts and when it ends. You can also turn on the do not disturb mode from the quick settings panel. So swipe down from the watch face and tap on this button here, and from here you can turn on the do not disturb mode. If you want to save battery on this watch, you can do that as well, and for that go in settings and then go in battery saver mode. Here turn on the power saving mode and select it. So it is very basic functionality. Once you turn on the power saving mode, all you get is time, battery percentage, and the date. To turn it off, just long press this dial here and it will turn off the power saving mode and return you back to the normal mode. Now you can also play around or customize the haptics or vibration intensity on this watch by going in settings and then go in haptic, and here you can select standard, which is a very decent amount of vibration. It is not bad and has a shorter duration, but if you select stronger, it is noticeably stronger and lasts longer as well. So if you want to make sure that you notice the vibration on the watch, you can set the haptics to strong. For any of these workouts, you can go in settings and here you can set your own goals. So if you want to select distance as your goal, you can go in distance and you can change the distance from here and select that, or you can go in time and set the time limit for your workout, and that would be your goal. Or you can go in calories and change the calories, steps, or you can set it to no goal. Now once you want to start the workout, you can tap on it and then this warm up button appears below the start button. Tap on this warm up and here you can actually warm up before the exercise. So if you tap on this play button here, it actually shows you the warm up and shows you the step of the warm-up as well, so you can follow it along, which is really great because it reduces the chances of getting any injuries while you're working out. CMF Watch 3 Pro also has an active score which calculates your activity and other health metrics and give you a score that is supposed to show you how good or bad your health is doing. Now this concept is very similar to energy score that you get on Galaxy watches. So let's go ahead and take a look at activity score. So if you go in apps, you will find active score here, and here you can see the score after the watch detects your physical activity for 7 days. Now here you can see your low intensity workouts, your medium intensity or high intensity workouts and all that. And if you want to know more about it, you can tap on this information button and read more about active score and how it calculates your score and what are the things that it takes into account. CMF Watch 3 Pro can also measure your stress levels. So if you go in apps and scroll down, you will see this stress app. Go in here and it will start to measure your stress. So it gives you your stress levels and then tells you the range of your stress as well. So right now it is a normal range, and if you have continuous stress measurement turned on, it will give you the stress levels throughout the day. And you can also read more about it by tapping on this button here. There is also an app here called Essential News, which is basically supposed to, read out essential news to you through the watch. But for some reason I am not getting it to work. Now I'm not sure if I need a Nothing phone or a CMF phone for this feature to work, or it will work with any Android phone, but for some reason it is not working on this watch. And if it does work, it is actually a pretty neat feature to get your daily dose of news on the watch itself. You can actually control the volume of this app, and it says paused, but after a while it will start to play news, but no sound comes out of the watch. So not really sure what's going on here, with this app. If any one of you know what's going on, please let me know in the comments below. You can accomplish a lot on CMF Watch 3 Pro if you open up the Nothing X app and take a look at settings here. So if you go into the Nothing X app and then scroll down, you will see this section, device settings. Go in here, and here you will see a lot of settings. So here you can set up things like world clock. So if you go in here, you can add different cities here. You can also add your frequent contacts here, which you can then call straight from the watch. But you first have to add these contacts in frequent contacts, and then they will sync with the watch, and then you can call them from the watch. From here, you can also sync your system calendar with the watch. So, any events that you have created on your phone will sync up with your watch as well. You can also turn on your music control. So if you're playing music on your phone or any sort of media, you can then control it from the watch. From the app, you can also add reminders. Now it's a shame you cannot do it from the watch itself, but you can do it from the app, and you can add your reminders, turn on the reminder, add date, time, select how you want to repeat it, and then you will get the reminder on the watch. One of the most important things that you can set up from the app is the health monitoring. So if you go in this section here, you'll see that there are a ton of settings here. So first of all, we have heart rate monitoring. So if you go in here, you can turn on 24/7 heart rate monitoring, set up your frequency, how often you want the watch to calculate your or measure your heart rate. And then you can set up your alerts, high heart rate, low heart rate alerts, high activity heart rate alert, and stuff like that. Then you have 24/7 blood oxygen monitoring. You can turn that on and turn on low blood oxygen alerts if you want. Next, we have auto stress monitoring. So the watch will continue to measure your stress levels in the background. And if it detects any high stress levels, you can turn on that alert as well. Then you can also turn on enhanced sleep tracking from here, which will enhance the accuracy of sleep tracking, but may also shorten the standby time of the watch. And then you can turn on the water reminder here. So, it will remind you to drink water more regularly. You can set up your interval, start time, end time, and set up do not work during do not disturb. And then finally, you can also set up the stand-up reminders to make sure that you are active throughout the day. So whenever the watch will detect that you are not moving around or you are sitting constantly for longer periods of time, it will prompt you to get up and walk around or stretch. So again, a very nice feature to have on this watch. If you do voice recordings on the watch, you can transfer them to the phone into the Nothing X app and then transcribe them. So let me show you how this works. If you go into the apps and then go in recording transcription and tap on this button and start recording anything, like this is a CMF Watch 3 Pro recording test, and then save it, it gives you an option to send it to your phone. So you can start sending it right away. And you can also have it upload in the background. Once it's uploaded, it gives you a notification. You can go into the Nothing X app on your phone and then go in recording transcription, and here you will find the recording. Tap on it, and then you can tap on this button here to start transcribing whatever you have just recorded. So there you go, we have the transcription of the recording. And if you tap on this menu button here, you can also copy this transcript and share it as well. There is a camera remote on this watch as well. So if you go in apps and start scrolling down, you will find remote camera. Tap on it and it tells you to open camera on your phone. So if I open camera on my phone, press OK, and now I can tap on this button here to start taking photos. It's pretty simple and bare bones, but it works nicely. You can also tap on this button here to turn on the timer. You can also use this watch to activate voice assistant on your phone, and you can do that by going in apps, scroll down and find voice assistant app, tap on this, and then when you will tap on wake, it will give you an option on the phone of all the voice assistants installed on your phone, and then you can select one. So if I select Google, it will launch Bixby. There is also a flashlight feature on this watch, and you can activate it from the quick settings. So if I tap on this button here, I get the flashlight, and I can rotate the crown to increase or decrease the brightness, and then I can swipe to the left to change modes. If you go into the Nothing X app on your phone and scroll down, go in device settings and scroll down further, you will see crown shortcut. If you go in here, you can double press the crown to launch any one of these shortcuts. So let's say I wanted to launch recording. When I will double press the crown, it will launch the recording app. There you go. Let's say I want to launch a common exercise like an indoor run. Press save and it will start the indoor run. If you tap on this button here, it takes you to the app drawer, and here you can scroll to see all the apps. But did you know that you can change how this app view looks? And for that you need to go in settings, then go in app view and change it to grid view. Then if you go back and launch app view again, you will get a grid view. This watch has AMOLED display and it supports always on display as well. And you can customize always on display by going in settings, then go in display and brightness, and here go in AOD watch face. The first one is using matching always on display watch face. So if you toggle it on, the always on display will match the watch face. So now if I go back and wait for the always on display to turn on, you will see that it will match the watch face that we currently have here. So there you go. Now you can change this to specific watch faces which do not match the watch face. And we'll go back in display and brightness, go into AOD watch faces and toggle this off, and then go in watch face style. And from here you can choose a specific AOD watch face that you want to show instead of the matching watch face. So now we have selected a style, and if we go back now and wait for the always on display to come on, you'll see that it will now show a different always on display as compared to the watch face. So there you go. Now we have a watch face that we selected in the settings menu. There's also an option to lock this watch, and you can do that by going in settings and then go in passcode, and here you can select a gesture passcode or numeric passcode. So let's go in gesture passcode and set passcode. So now we have passcode enabled, and then you can also turn on off wrist detection. So right now I'm wearing the watch and we'll see how quickly it will lock the display when I take off the watch. And there you go. The watch has been locked and it is now asking for the pattern that we set. And now you can use the watch. So this way, if you want to protect your data and privacy on the watch, when you leave it behind or you take it off, you can set a passcode. Sleep mode is also available on this watch, and you can turn it on by going in settings and then scroll down to find sleep mode. Go in here, you will see two options, sleep mode and schedule. So if you turn on the sleep mode, it will show you that when switched on, calls and notifications will not vibrate and the watch will not wake when you raise your wrist. By turning this on, the watch will not distract you, and then you can also schedule it to turn on at specific time. So you can now go in here, and from here you can change the time when it will start to when it will end, and that way the sleep mode will turn on automatically and turn off automatically as well. You can also turn on the sleep mode from the quick settings by tapping on this button. CMF Watch 3 Pro also support wrist gestures, and you can find them by going in settings, scroll down, and you will see quick gestures. Go in here, and from here you can toggle it on. Now you will see two options here, rotate your wrist and shake your arm. So if you go in here, you can see what this is all about and how you can make this gesture, this animation, and you get a good idea of how this works. And then you can go in shake your arm, and this animation will show you how this gesture works. So there you go. This is the shake arm gesture. And then there is the gesture guide. Now if you go in the app and then go in device settings, here you will find quick gestures, and if you go in manage gestures, you can manage both type of gestures, rotate your wrist and shake your arm. So if you go in rotate your wrist, you can see what it will do. So if you're getting a call, you can set it to answer the call or reject the call. In music control, you can set it to play, pause, go to next song, go to previous song, increase the volume, decrease the volume, or no action. During exercise, you can set it to pause or continue. You can also set it to take photos and then other options where you can set it to open any one of these apps. So right now I'm on the watch face. If I rotate my wrist, it should open weather. And there you go, it has opened weather, and that's how you can use these gestures. Same is the case for shake your arm gesture. So you can go in here and set it up for call, music control, exercise, take photos, or any one of these things. So here, now let's open recording, and now I'll shake my arm and let's see if it opens recording. There you go, and I can just tap on it and start recording. If you go in apps and then go in exercises, you will be able to see some of the common exercises available here. Now, did you know that you can actually change these exercises from the Nothing X app on your phone? For this, you need to go into the Nothing X app, and here you will find this option, Common Sports. Go in here, and from here, not only can you rearrange these sports, you can also add more. So all you have to do is tap on this plus button, remove some from here, and add from here, and then save it, and your new list will be updated on the watch. If you scroll right or left, you get to your widgets on the watch. Now, you cannot edit these widgets from the watch, but you can do it from the Nothing X app on your phone. So if you go into the Nothing X app and then scroll down, you will see widgets. Go in here, and from here you can tap on the edit button, and you can move these widgets and rearrange them. And you can go in any one of these widgets and then remove it, and this allows you to add more widgets in the widget section. So we'll select this one, and now you can save it, and this widget will also sync up with your watch. So now you have a new widget right here. From the app, you can also customize the quick replies. So when you receive a message, you can send those quick replies back very easily. And you can do that from the Nothing X app by going in the app and then scroll down to find device settings. Go in here and you will find quick reply. Go in here, and from here you can go in these replies, you can edit them or delete them, or you can add more from here as well. A fantastic feature on CMF Watch 3 Pro is the ability to add your own photos as a watch face background. But this watch goes one step ahead and gives you the ability to also add your own videos. So you can add your own videos to the watch faces and have them set as a background, which is fantastic. Go into the Nothing X app and then go in dial gallery, and here you will see this option called custom. Now in this option, you'll get three different watch faces: album dial, video dial, and studio dial. So one by one, we'll look at them. First of all, let's take a look at the video dial, which is the coolest one. So from here, you can go in your gallery and you can select any video and set it as your background. You can also take a video from the camera straight away. So now we have this video. Let's save it, and you can move this around. And now we'll save it, it will crop it and adjust it according to the watch face. And then you can set it to use this as a watch face, confirm, and it will sync with the watch. Once it syncs up with the watch, it will show up as a video as your watch face background, which is pretty cool. Now what else you can do here is that you can go in style, you can change the clock color, you can change the position of the clock, and then you can change the clock type. So you get four options here as well. Next option is the album dial. So if you go in album dial, now you can select a photo from your gallery instead of a video and repeat the same process. So once you have selected your photo, you can then increase or decrease the size, move it around, and then save it. And once again, you can go in style, have your custom photo as a watch face background. And finally, the last option that I want to show you is very cool. I've not seen this anywhere at all. So the last option is studio dial. So if you go in here, you can tap on this plus button and it gives you some pre-made options. So there are these different kind of options. So there's an image that you can select at the top, and then there's an image that you can select at the bottom. So you can select these two images and then you can tap on generate, or you can tap on surprise me, in which case it will do the combination itself. So let's do generate and wait for it. And there you go. It has created a mixture of the two photos that we selected, and it has come up with this watch face background, which is pretty cool. And you can just save this and use this as a watch face. So this is perhaps using AI to generate these backgrounds. And now it has synced with your watch. So this studio dial option is pretty unique to CMF Watch 3 Pro, and I really like it. I hope it gives us the option to add our own custom photos. So if I go in background and I tap on this plus button, I was thinking that if you tap on this plus button, it would take us to our gallery and we can select the photos that we want, but that is not the case. You have to make do with the photos that are already available, and you have to select between them to generate these photos. But it's a unique concept. I really like it. It allows you to generate unique watch faces for your CMF Watch 3 Pro, which is pretty cool. Did you know that you can actually double tap on the display on this watch to turn the display on? So right now the setting is turned off, but you can turn it on by going in settings, then go in display and brightness, and here if you scroll down you will see this option, double tap to wake. Just turn it on and it will tell you that this feature will use more battery, and you can accept that. Now if we go back, you can double tap on the display to turn it on. If you go in settings and then go in return to watch, it's not clear what this setting means, but if you go in here you will find that there are some time options here. So we have after 30 seconds, after 2 minutes, after 30 minutes, and always. So this is basically a timeout setting for menus. So if you don't interact with the watch for a specified period, it automatically returns to the main watch face screen. So you have that time option here. So if you don't interact with the watch for 30 seconds, it will take you back to the watch face. You can set that time to be after 2 minutes, 30 minutes, or always. In which case, if you don't interact with the watch and the screen turns off, it will take you back to the watch face. You can also turn on automatic workout detection on this watch. So in case you forget to start tracking your workouts, the watch will do it for you, and you can turn the setting on by going in settings and then go in workout detection and here turn it on. You can read about it here as well. When the watch detects that you are working out but you haven't started the workout yourself, it will remind you to start recording the running, walking, or cycling activity. If you want to get accurate sleep tracking data from this watch, you have to turn on enhanced sleep tracking, but you won't find this option easily. And for this, you need to actually go in apps, then go in sleep, and here scroll all the way down and go in settings, and here turn on enhanced sleep tracking. So enabling enhanced sleep tracking will significantly reduce battery life, but uses continuous heart rate tracking to more accurately track the distribution of sleep stages. So basically it will use your heart rate to more accurately track the sleep stages, but will drain your battery faster. So that's the trade-off you must be willing to make. You can also use your CMF Watch 3 Pro to find your phone. And for that you need to go in apps, scroll all the way down, and here you will find this setting, find my phone, go in here, and using this feature you will be able to ring your phone. In some situations you might need to keep the screen on this watch longer than the screen timeout. Now the good news is that you can do that by going in display and brightness settings, and here scroll down, you will find the screen on time, enable it, and from here you can select minutes from 5 minutes, 10, 15 to 20 minutes. And once you enable it, the screen will stay on for this amount of time until and unless you turn the screen off manually or this time runs out. This bypasses the screen timeout time, which is maximum 20 seconds. So that's about it from this video, guys. These were some of the tips and tricks that you can do on this watch. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.